Hi everyone, my name is Juan Pablo from Espanol and English Private Tutoring. Today we are going to talk about numbers, especially what books do not teach you about numbers. And I'm going to refer specifically to this book. You don't need to have it if you're not a student with us. If you are a student, just follow the pages that I'm going to explain, take notes on those pages, since this is going to be part of class. And as I said before, if you are not a student, this video will help you understand better some topics related to numbers that some books do not include or some mistakes. So I've been teaching for more than 15 years now. Um, I haven't been able to find a book that doesn't have mistakes. The best books are on Spanish, but that will be more difficult for the course. You want to learn Spanish, you can visit our website at espeng.net. And this is an introduction. If you are familiar with our courses, just keep this introduction. Again, you can go to our website at espeng.net. All the information is in the description of this video. And we are going to start. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So the first thing that you need to know is that at least this book teaches you something correct. This book is good. It has a lot of good information. The only thing that I want to talk about is about the number one. Okay. For example, in English, you say one car or one bicycle. But in Spanish, we have more rules than that. For example, in Spanish, if you want to say 21 cars, you will say 21 carros. Okay? 21 carros. Okay. You want to say bicycles, 21 bicycles, you would say 21, 20 bicycles will be 21 bicicletas. Bicicletas. 21 bicicletas. Now, what if you want to say one? Just the number one. One will be. So the book says that when the number one or any number that ends on one follows is before a masculine noun, you drop the O and will be un. So 21 is a special number because it's just one word. And I'm going to explain this later. But if it is before a feminine noun, you say una. Now, this rule applies for number one, not just all the numbers that end on one. Number one is also included in this. So page 41, you should make that note. What it says when a masculine noun follows the numbers 21, 31, 41, and so on, numbers that end on one, you drop the O before a masculine noun. But remember the number one is also included. Okay. As I promised, look at this number, 33. So you notice this is three words versus one word. And this is just a rule for the numbers 21 to 29 is just one number. From 30 and after is you divide it into three words. 30 and 1, that's what we are saying. and you want to learn more about this, you can uh, go to our website to learn more Spanish, but this is also available online if you want to learn more about numbers. Another thing that you need to pay attention to is on page 44. Page 44 of the video mentioned, it says for the number 8, 91, you say in English, you say 91 and 542 are 630. That is correct. But what if you are in a professional meeting and you want to sound more formal? You would say 91 plus 542 equals 633. Huh? You want to say that in Spanish will be plus will be más, and you want to say equals or equal will be igual. Page 44, number 9, the same. In English, you say existing minus 50 equals 810, which is correct, but you want to say, so minus is correct, minus is menos, which is good, but they are saying here R. Instead of R, say igual, you want to sound with it. Now, on page 44, when it says ordinal numbers, according to the book, ordinal numbers in Spanish precede the noun and agree in gender with the noun they describe. That is correct, but I would say they agree in gender and number, not just gender, also number. Example, you can say el primer carro. Okay? But this in English is the first car. But what do you want to say the first cars? That will be this way. Los primeros carros. So this ordinal number is agreeing in gender and number with the masculine noun carro. And this one is also agreeing in gender and number. The carro is masculine singular, so it's primer. Carros is masculine plural, so it's primeros. Okay, now the book also says on page 44, ordinal numbers in Spanish precede the noun. Okay, they precede the noun. So they are preceding the noun here. But there is an exception on page 45, where it says ordinal numbers are used for kings, queens, popes, and centuries. In this class, they follow the noun they describe. Okay. So in these cases, the noun, the ordinal number will go after, not before. Example, el siglo quinto. Siglo quinto. So notice that the ordinal number is going after. Now, what the book doesn't explain is that this doesn't only happen with kings, queens, popes, and centuries. It can also happen when we talk about chapters. Example, in English, you can say the first chapter, no? But for chapters, it's a little more flexible. You can say el primer capítulo Okay? Or I can also say el capítulo primero. So look at this here. Look at this here. El primer capítulo, el capítulo primero. So in the first one, your ordinal number is going before the noun. In the second one, after the noun. Do you notice any difference between the first and second? I'm going to tell you. Notice that in the first example, primer is dropping the O, following the rule that I already explained, or that is explained in the book, where primer is before a masculine noun, so you are dropping the O. But in this case, it's going after the noun. So the rule for this is you are placing the ordinal number after the noun, you don't drop the O for masculine nouns. And after that, you follow all the other rules. This also applies for kings, queens, popes, and centuries. And now, when it comes to chapters, this is more common. Okay? The first one is more common, but the second one can also happen. On conversation, you may hear things different to this, but what the book is explaining and what I'm telling you here is the most common way to talk. Okay, that's all I needed to explain. It was a short video just explaining some mistakes and some missing information. So that's it for now. See you next time. Juan Pablo from Español and English Private Tutoring. If you want to learn more about us, visit our website at espeng.net. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Have a good day.